Welcome back to the Mr. Showtime podcast, and welcome to the Red Pill Manosphere Audit Meeting, where we discuss the direction of where the manosphere is going, and what factors and elements we need to look out for in preserve the space called the Red Pill Manosphere, so as not to lose focus and not to dilute it with bullshit, right? Now that Just Pretty Things has reached 1 million subscribers, and then people thinking that, oh, now she's supposedly the new face of the manosphere. Not even close, okay? Just Pretty Things is not the face of the manosphere. First of all, she's female, and I'll be damned if the manosphere allows a female to be the face of the Red Pill Manosphere space. The word manosphere has the word man in it. But in today's video, we're going to be discussing some very crucial elements of the type of audiences that certain Red Pill Manosphere content creators tend to have. I'm going to be using FreshandFit as an example. Their type of audience and the type of women that they tend to bring on, the type of ratchet Miami Vice type of girl, hot girl summer, girls with tattoos and who are single baby mamas and ratchet 304s. Listen, FreshandFit reached and surpassed 1 million subscribers purely because they bring a good element of entertainment. And what is that good element of entertainment? Well, it's first of all, it's women. People love seeing women on the big screen. Women tend to get more attention than men on social media, period. Ergo, Just Pretty Things. People love seeing discussions about the plights of men in the relationship, dating market. And FreshandFit himself, Myron Games, he does the whole Frank Castling of, when chicks are acting out of order, they get kicked out. And then they get more traction and views on other social media platforms because, oh, how could you kick out a woman? Didn't you know women are sugar, spice, and everything nice? He's a misogynist. Myra's a misogynist. How dare he kick her out even though she was acting ratchet and over-talking and disrupting the show. Therefore, she deserved it. No, but she's a woman and, the women are sugar, spice, and everything. All that bullshit. Those Frank Castle videos being shared out by multiple people, that's helped them in terms of the algorithm. Stuff like that. This is my issue with FreshandFit podcast. It's the type of girls they bring on a consistent basis. These 304s, these sex workers, girls with tattoos, girls who can't even name 3 countries outside of America. They think Africa is a country. They think men and women should be equal. They are glued to their social media, particularly Instagram, and are OnlyFans workers. Now, that's not the rank and file average person. Those are not your average everyday women. They might be the average everyday woman in Miami, Florida. They might be your average female from millennial generation and going down to Generation Z. Because it's going to continue getting worse thanks to the rise of social media. So those types of women are going to continue being the norm. So FreshandFit, kudos to them. They're not going to run out of an audience, regardless of what Mr. Showtime says. But again, I congratulate them on reaching a high number of subscribers, 1 million subscribers, them reaching a mainstream audience, them having blue check mark verified on Instagram. Kudos to you in terms of hustling. You figured out a formula that works. Even Donovan gave you props. You figured out a formula that works. People love seeing women being put in check and, discussing the plights of men, why incels are the way they are, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But let's be careful in terms of putting these people saying that these are the top dogs, these are the top players in the Red Pill Manosphere. That's where I draw a huge X and I say no. Because that type of audience, immature audience, the FreshandFit podcast audience, viewers and subscribers, they only click on not to receive education about woes and plights of men. No, you even see it in the super chats. Oh, would you sleep with Myron? What's your body count? And could you, like, yo, these are just like amateur level, immature type of mindset. Now, Kevin Samuels, shout out to the Godfather, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels had Angry Man will Juan Valdez would disagree. Angry Man will say, hey, the audience, the majority of Kevin Samuels' audience were women in their post-war years. Okay, fine. Okay, Angry Man, you win that particular argument. But Kevin Samuels catered to the average American, not even American, the average everyday citizen, the average everyday normie who works a regular 9 to 5, who's just trying to, hope to become a high value man. Even though a high value man is a status that's very exclusive to a very small percent of people, and then you know how people are very chasing. Listen, if you look at Kevin Samuels when he was focusing on men, he didn't blow up then when he was focusing on men. He blew up when he was putting that Miss Average at best in her place. Again, people love that conflict entertainment element. Oh, how could this black man in a suit put this innocent little delusional black woman who wants a high value man in her place? How could he put her in check? That's what made Kevin Samuels blow up on World Star. Listen, I've analyzed this with a very analytical eye. And then Kevin Samuels' audience genuinely consisted of, women. I would say about 60% women. Actually, I'll say 70% women, 30% men. Because men didn't care about his messages before he blew up, when he was trying to help men. He was just yet another Manosphere content creator. When he was doing fragrances, it's only up until he put Miss Average at best in her place, he blew up. And then he took it from there. Yes, he continued helping men here and there. He did segments focusing on episodes helping men in particular. Yeah, but most of his audience was like focusing on interviewing women. Brittany Renner, Nicki Minaj. It's not enough, if you're going to be a Manosphere content creator, it's not enough for you to just be a male content creator and just talk about men's issues, because most men of today, they don't get onto the internet and try to learn something new. Yes, there is a portion of people who do that, but what really gets the ball rolling, what really sizzles what really gets the views is that entertainment conflict element. And the FreshandFit podcast offers just that. My problem is it's ratchet women that are ratchet. Those group of women do not represent the average everyday citizen. They're gonna become the average everyday citizens going forward, especially with Generation Z. Yes, but let's not listen. The day Mr. Showtime blows up, I may blow up with this particular video. Who knows? The day Mr. Showtime blows up immensely is when I start to bring on women who are attractive, who are showing their tits, who their boobies on camera, very attractive. And yeah, that's probably when I'll blow up. Oh, Mr. Showtime put her in check. Yeah, I'm still waiting to make that happen. I'm still waiting for trying to find ways to make that happen. But because I'm in South Africa, most people aren't, the red pill doesn't do well here in South Africa because most people are looking for entertainment. I do not offer entertainment per se. I offer, red pill philosophy. And red pill philosophy should not be entertaining. It should be educational. All these channels who've been here for the longest time, Ronald Tomasi, Donovan Sharp, they don't necessarily focus on putting women in check like how FreshandFit podcasts do, Myron and Walter. But kudos to them for hustling. But again, I'll say, I've repeated myself 3 times now. let's not call this particular archetype. Let's not put this particular archetype at the forefront of what the red pill manosphere space is. Because if that's happening, then the manosphere is starting to deviate from its mission. Manosphere, we talk about the plight of men in relationships, marriages, crosses over into the political realm, such as, the Matt Walshes and Malcolm Knowles and Black Conservative Channel, Anthony, Brian Logan, shout out to you guys, For some odd reason, Rollo Tomasi keeps squabbling with Matt Walsh because they have differences of opinion when it comes to marriages. I know Rollo did a video recently, man. I'm like, titled "The Beard Says Go Back to the Plantation," the marriage plantation. Hey, listen, I hope those two aren't beefing. I'm not saying they are, but seemingly Rollo doesn't take too kindly of Matt Walsh. But anyway, hey, listen, we're men. Not all content creators get along. Not everyone gets along, but let's not lose sight of the mission. Let's not make our primal audience, our award-winning content creators, the archetypes that only focus on ratchet 304s. Come on, people, we're mature than that, right? Kevin Samuels had mostly a average normie type of audience. The only problem is, Angry Man would say, it's women post-war, women that are older, women in their 40s and 50s. Yes, I agree in that. Kevin Samuels wasn't perfect, but he had the right formula, man. But the manosphere needs someone who's going to cater to not only to women, but to men as well. We have both genders coming together, right, and discussing these issues. Not just with these young 18-year-old, 22-year-old 304s who do OnlyFans and sex work. No, we have to maintain a mature audience. This has been the... thank you for attending the Red Pill Manosphere Audit Meeting Episode 3. Please like, subscribe, and share, and don't simp.